What's going on, guys? Welcome to the long-awaited THPS collection video. I'll be going over all the stuff that I currently have in my Tony Hawk's Pro Skater collection, and I'll try to be quick and detailed at the same time. So first off, we have all the jewel case kind of games. As you can see, we have the Sega Dreamcast, the two games that came out on the Dreamcast, Pro Skater 1 and 2. They're both complete. And then you'll see all four PlayStation 1 games, Pro Skater 2, Pro Skater 3, and Pro Skater 4. Yeah, these games are pretty easy to come by these days. My Pro Skater 4 is the original one that I had when I was a kid that I was so awesomely gifted by my parents for my birthday. And I absolutely hate, but I don't blame them. I didn't have a PS2 at the time, so... as you can see, I'll be showing the backs of some of these. I think later on I stopped showing the backs, but yeah, here's the back of them. The artwork kind of cool, the screenshots and the little excerpts they show. Here's my cat. Yeah, I just wanted to make a debut because, I don't know, she was feeling needy. Little sneak preview to the left there. So now we have the N64 stuff. They're all in box. I believe one of them is missing the manual. I can't really remember which one. It might be Pro Skater 2. Pro Skater 3, as a lot of people know, is the last game to be released on the N64. So it's somewhat kind of special to collect. A lot of people like to collect it for some reason, but it's not too difficult to come by. 1 and 2 aren't very difficult to come by either in the box. Especially loose cartridge, they're super easy to come by. Pro Skater 3 is probably the hardest out of the three to acquire. For the N64 stuff. They're like the PlayStation ports though, so you're not missing too much if you have the PlayStation ports. Maybe faster loadings and stuff like that. Here we are with the cartridges. I love that the N64 had the colored cartridges. There's my other cat. I only have two cats and they both made an appearance in the first 2 minutes of the video. But yeah, there she is. Just absolutely loving the collection. So here's my PS2 games. There's two special ones in here. As you can see right here, Pro Skater 4, this exclusive FreddY Games mini guide inside. That's actually a pretty uncommon variant of Pro Skater 4 for the PlayStation 2. I do not come across that very often on eBay. Once I saw it, I absolutely had to buy it immediately. And of course the collector's edition of American Wasteland, the first collector's edition of the Tony Hawk games. But yeah, here's the backs of them. They look pretty cool. Some of them are pretty similar to the PS1 ports, and there you go, you got Underground. A lot of these are just nostalgic to look at. I know some people may like them. Two exclusive classic mode levels, secret characters. The collector's edition is definitely the way to go. I don't actually own a regular copy of Thaw for PS2. I only own the collector's edition. Here's another closer look. It's a sleeve. It has like kind of a grippy, not so much a grippy, but a grip tape kind of feel to it. It's got a profiled kind of feel on the slipcover. Here's the FreddY Games guide. It's the first level, which is college for Pro Skater 4. It shows off the first level in the mini strategy guide. So if you find this on eBay, I'd definitely pick it up if you're into collecting the THPS games, because it's pretty uncommon to see. And a lot of people won't specify that it's that variant because they don't really know. So here's the other two games that were on the PS2, Proving Ground and Downhill Jam. Proving Ground's a pretty good version to pick up if you don't have a next-gen console like the 360 or the PS3. It's not a bad copy, I wouldn't say. Downhill Jam I just did a Let's Play of, actually. If you want to check that out, you certainly can. Here we go with the GameCube stuff. We're kind of in the same era with the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox, so you'll see a lot of doubles here. That Pro Skater 4 I picked up at GameStop for $2 way back in the day when they were selling GameCube games. Here's the Xbox stuff. The only exclusive one here is the 2X. 2X is probably the definitive version of Pro Skater 2, I'd say, if you don't have nostalgia for the PS1 copy. You got Thaw that had online play, and Project 8, which is a last-gen version of it. But yeah, 2X is definitely the recommended one out of the bunch here. I actually bought that Pro Skater 3 for about $1 on... a thumbs up right there. I bought that Pro Skater 3 for $1 on Amazon way back in about, I want to say 2008. It's a long time ago. But it was a really good deal. So here's the back of them again. I'm not sure why I showed the backs of these, but you know, for those people that want to know what the back of them looks like, there you go. You got it. Don't you worry. Some of these will take more detail explanations than others. Here's the Wii stuff, the 4 games that came out for the Wii. Downhill Jam with the motion controls, Proving Ground with the motion controls, and Ride and Shred with the skateboard controls. I don't actually own the skateboards for each console, the PS3, Wii, and 360. But I don't really want to take up space in my home just for those shitty peripherals. So I do own the not for resale copies though of those games, so I in a sense have the bundle. I probably should pick up the bundle, especially the limited edition board. I really can't be bothered though. I'm not too bothered. So here we go with the 360 stuff. American Wasteland, my original copy when I was a kid. The bonus collectible inside for Project 8. They had, I think, 3 variants of Project 8. Here's the Proving Ground variant. I don't actually own the limited edition of Proving Ground, weirdly enough. It's really hard to come by. It's a pretty rare variant. Pro Skater 5 for last gen. Pretty cool. I think that's sealed. I don't think I've played that copy. I only played the Xbox One copy and the PS4 copy. I did play the PS4 copy. But yeah, here's the backs of those. I think I own about 2 copies of Project 8 for some reason. I think I accidentally lost it, and then I found it, and then I already bought another one. So it's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, backs of those not for resale. I do own the skateboard for the 360 copy because that's the one I originally bought it for. So yeah, here we go with the PS3 stuff. Project 8, Proving Ground, Ride, Shred, and Pro Skater 5. Just like the last one for, look at that, $3 for Ride. That's pretty sad. But it's really useless without the board and the dongle. I think the PS3 had a dongle for it, so if you have the board, that's not enough, like the 360. Here are the 2 next-gen versions of Pro Skater 5, PS4 and Xbox One. They're still kind of expensive for the games they are. They're like 20 to 30 bucks. So I'd wait until that's like down to $5, honestly. If you really want to try Pro Skater 5, I'd get the last gen versions. But the next gen versions are just as good. Nothing wrong with them. Here are my PC copies. Small box Pro Skater 2 and Pro Skater 3 with a $5 rebate sticker on there. I thought that was pretty funny. So I zoomed in on here. Here's a Tech Deck exclusive Pro Skater 4 in the box. That's pretty rare. I'm gonna say that right now. That's pretty rare to get in the box, especially with the Tech Deck. The elusive Tony Hawk's Underground in the box for PC. Thank you, TheAussassin, for hooking me up with that on the THPSX forums. Thank you so much. Underground 2 and a CD Projekt variant of American Wasteland. Another kind of rare-ish variant. It's pretty cool. Here are the backs of those. For those that have never seen the back of the PC copies, they're pretty cool. Not too shabby. Like I said, that Pro Skater 4 variant is pretty rare. And I do show off the Tech Deck here in a second. And the Underground, if those that don't know, Underground for PC was only released in New Zealand and Australia. So I had to get that from Australia, from the TheAussassin, who lives in Australia. Again, thank you so much for doing that for me, man. Here's the Tech Deck that's inside my Pro Skater 4 box. There's my cat again. I don't know if it varies which Tech Deck you get. This one, I got the firm variant. I don't know if each box had a different one or it had the same one, but they did release a line of Tech Decks for the Pro Skater series since Pro Skater 1 to Pro Skater 4, so I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone wants to confirm that for me, please let me know. I'd love to know. I don't know everything about these the certain variants, trust me. Here's some different variants. I'm saying that a lot. Pro Skater 2 that was shipped with computers from Best Buy. The 6-disc copy of American Wasteland, which is absolutely ridiculous, 6 discs. A knockoff version of Underground that I found on eBay. A genuine disc, but a printed copy for the front of it in a DVD case. Yeah, it works though. Big box copy of Pro Skater 2. Pretty proud of that one. I really like the big box copies. I know that Pro Skater 3 had a big box copy, but here's an Adrenaline Rush 3-pack. Matt Hoffman, Skate Park Tycoon, and Pro Skater 2. I had to pick it up. It was so weird. They did a couple of these weird 3-packs. They did one with Kelly Slater as well, and Matt Hoffman, I think. But I'd like to get them all. They'd be pretty cool to get. Alright, moving on to the handhelds. We have 2 copies of Pro Skater 1 for the Game Boy Color, one sealed and one unsealed. I actually forgot that I bought it. I went through eBay a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, maybe 3 years ago, where I bought all the handhelds on eBay, like within the span of 2 weeks. So I guess I misplaced my Pro Skater 1. I was like, I don't have this. And apparently I did have it. So I ended up with 2 copies. Pro Skater 2 is not looking so hot. I probably should upgrade that, but I'm not too bothered by it. I don't really play the handhelds too much. Skate like a pro. Pretty cool. Pretty cool having the sealed copy of it too. I'm not going to complain about it. But yeah, there you go. There's the Game Boy Color versions. Here's all the Game Boy Advance ones. Pro Skater 2 was released for the Game Boy Advance, and so was Pro Skater 3. The 2 also had Game Boy Color variants. Pro Skater 2 again isn't looking so hot. It's sealed, but it's not looking so good. It's unfortunate. But again, Pro Skater 3 is looking real good though. Looking real good. I actually had Pro Skater 4 for the Game Boy Advance when I was a kid. I hated it though. I absolutely hated it. So no good memories there. Underground, I don't think I played that as a kid. I played Underground 2 though as a kid on Game Boy Advance. My friend had that. My friend also had American Skateland. Another sealed one. Beautiful. That dude, the dude that was selling that copy right there was selling like 20 of them, so he must have had a box of them. Skateland's a pretty good copy, a pretty good game to play on the Game Boy Advance, I will say. Downhill Jam, I picked that up at a flea market at least 5 years ago. It was so stupid, but I never played it. It's still sealed. Here's a really rare one, the 2-in-1 game pack, Kelly Slater and Underground, sealed in the box. Very uncommon to find that. I paid a pretty penny for it, and I regret it, but at the same time I kind of needed it. So pretty cool picking that one up. Here's all the DS games. I bought this in one lot on eBay. Some dude was selling all 4 games for $5. I shit you not. $5. I bought it, and now I have all the DS games. I took one foul sweep, and I have them all. I have only played Proving Ground on... Actually, no, I played Skateland. I didn't play Proving Ground. I played Skateland on the DS, and it played pretty well. It kind of had like PS2 controls, actually. Pretty cool. I kind of want to play Proving Ground on the DS. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, here's the 2 PSP games that came out: Underground 2 Remix and Project 8. Both games I did Let's Plays of on the channel. I do like Project 8 on the PSP. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad. But Remix, I had it as a kid. It's still, still lights up my heart every single time. I love it. Love Remix. Such a cool game. Here are the 2 weird ones, the N-Gage copy and the Tapwave Zodiac. I don't have either handhelds, but I do own the game, so if I ever get one, I'll have a game for them. I don't think I'll ever want to buy a Zodiac or N-Gage just for that. But my Tapwave Zodiac copy is sealed, and the N-Gage version should be complete. I'm pretty sure it is. So, yeah. Pretty cool having these weird copies of Tony Hawk. I don't know what else to say. Here are the 2 soundtracks that came out for the games. The only 2 soundtracks that came out. Pro Skater 3 and American Wasteland. 2 amazing soundtracks, so I don't blame them. Pro Skater 3 soundtrack came with an extra disc with some bonuses on it. I don't think American Wasteland did. It just came with a disc for the soundtrack. And a beautiful soundtrack. Just American Wasteland, you nailed it, man. You nailed it. Pro Skater 3 nailed it too, but in a different way. They had like really good original songs. Thaw was more like covers with really good bands that did the covers. But opening it up with one hand was a struggle, so there you go. Pretty cool disc too. Pretty cool. I don't think there's any hidden features on that disc though, unfortunately. Alright, here's some DVDs that I picked up. No, this one's a soundtrack sampler. It's like a partial soundtrack for Underground 2. It has a couple songs you can see on the back there, but it's not a full soundtrack. It was sold at Best Buy. I think almost all of these were sold at Best Buy. This one was sold at Best Buy. This shows the behind the scenes of Project 8. I don't think I've seen this. I do know both of them. The next two are on YouTube though. Sessions. This is like a collection video of the games up until Thug 2. This is definitely on YouTube. I definitely saw this on YouTube. It's really cool. I would definitely check it out. Mine's sealed. I'm not gonna open it. And a trailer DVD for Downhill Jam. It's just a trailer. There's nothing else on there other than Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I have no idea where they sold this and why they sold this. It's so silly, but it's kind of like a promo thing. You can find it on eBay really easily. Here's some PlayStation demos, jam packs, and PlayStation magazines. Two at the bottom are Pro Skater 4 demos that are almost identical, and the one on top right there is a Pro Skater 1 demo and a Pro Skater 2 demo. Most of the Pro Skater 2 demos were Marseille, and that's it. It was like single session Marseille, that's it. I'm having trouble recalling any other levels that they used. I could be wrong though, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but most of the Pro Skater 4 demos they released were all college, and you could do a couple goals, and there were some exclusive things there that weren't in the final game, such as the secret tape. I might do a video on those later on, I'm not really sure. But here's some more demos. Pro Skater 3, it was a single session Foundry. The two Dreamcast ones, Pro Skater 1 and 2, I think this Pro Skater 1 had a different level. It might not have been Chicago, but that PC Gamer demo right there is Pro Skater 4. That PC Gamer demo is Pro Skater 4, both college. Pro Skater 3, single session Foundry. That one has Pro Skater 2, Marseille. That one right there has a Thug 1 E3 trailer, and that's the Proving Ground demo disc. I picked up that PlayStation 2 disc thinking that it was a Thug demo, because I've never seen a Thug demo. It didn't have much of a description on eBay, so I was like, I'll just take a chance. And it was just the E3 demo, unfortunately, so nothing new, unfortunately. I was really disappointed. But I like the demo discs. The demo discs are cool. I'm missing a couple of them. I'm missing a Dreamcast one, and I think I'm missing at least all of the Xbox ones. I don't have any of the Xbox demos other than that Proving Ground one. The original Xbox magazine and stuff like that. Here's a cool one. Here's an Italian game demo disc. This one actually doesn't contain Pro Skater 3. It contains CAS items for Pro Skater 3 that include like Tupac. You can like download them from this disc and put them in Pro Skater 3 and use them. It's wild. It's a really weird disc. Here's a promo copy of Pro Skater 3. Nothing is different on this game. It's the full game. Nothing left out. That's my original copy of Pro Skater 3 when I was a kid, and that is the first Pro Skater game that I picked up ever. That is my brother's copy that is scratched to shit. That is the game that brought me into the Pro Skater world, and I love it. Here are some promo boxes that they showed at GameStop and other game stores to promote the two games, Underground 2 and American Wasteland. They're huge. I show a size comparison in a second, but these are really cool shelf pieces that I put on my game shelves, and they're just amazing. They're big copies. Look at that. Compared to a DVD case, like, come on, man, you can't. I wish I had this for all the games. Here's some promo items. Like I said, they had the tech decks. I had to buy that tech deck because that's the deck I use in Pro Skater 4. This one I bought off eBay for like $5, so I took my chance. Those actually go for about $20 to $30 each, and there's a million of them, man. Here are some headphones that were used to promote Pro Skater 5. They're zip buds. They're like zip up fucking earbuds. I never used these. I only bought them because they said Pro Skater 5. They're really small too, so I don't really care to open them. Here's a Tony Hawk Ride beanie. Haven't opened that. I don't know where they sold this. I'm guessing it was just another promo item they gave out at GameStop and other game stores. Weird stuff, man. Speaking of weird stuff, here's the best thing in the world. The Pro Skater 2 Blockbuster gift card. They had a Tony Hawk Ride Blockbuster gift card as well. But this one, all-time favorite thing in my collection because it's so weird. Just bizarre. I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love it. Here's an American Wasteland wristwatch. Thank you to FreddY, Pro Skater X, for linking me to that. I had no idea they sold those. And he found one on eBay. I bought it. Stupid. Here's a cool one. Project 8 lanyard. I really like this. If I didn't care so much about getting it dirty, I would use this on the regular. I really like the lanyard. Really cool. Again, Pro Skater 2. That's the best one. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best one. All right, going through the strategy guides. Going through Pro Skater 1. I'm not gonna go through the front and back of these. I'll just fly right through these. Project Day for 50 cents. American Wasteland. I use that a lot actually. Pro Skater 2. I think it had 2 variants. I want to say. Pro Skater 2X. A pretty rare one. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a little bit to find that one in good condition. Pro Skater 3, I think, also had 2 variants, 2 or 3. Pro Skater 4, a really solid one. Underground 2. Tony Hawk's Gaming Domination. I have a shout out in this book, thanks to Slateman, because I offered some pictures. You can see at Reddit the Pro Skater deck. That's right. We'll get to that in a second. Little sneak peek. Project 8 again. Proving Ground, very valuable one to get. Downhill Jam, I did not use that in the Let's Play. And a Nintendo Power that has Pro Skater 2 on it. I don't have all the magazines that mention Tony Hawk. Here's a Tony Hawk's Proving Ground press kit. This is actually something I recently got. I had to shove this in the video somehow. It has some really cool press stuff that they used for gaming websites like IGN and GameSpot. Here's a wild one. Underground 1 exclusive PS2 controller. Still sealed. It is horrible. It is a horrible looking controller. I would never open this in my life. Makes a really amazing shelf piece though. Licensed. It's just so silly. Here's an Activision 02 hat. I think FreddY also linked me to this. Thank you again, FreddY. I love this hat. It's so cool. I love Activision 02. They did cool stuff. And some official Underground stickers. I got about 10 of each of those variants right there, used to promote the game. So I haven't used a single one of them, and I don't think I will. I like the stickers. And again, I just got this in the mail. There's my Tony Hawk Pop figure. I figured I'd throw that in there because, you know, it's silly. It doesn't pertain to Pro Skater, but I mean, it does because it's Tony Hawk. It's Pro Skater. All right, moving on to the cool stuff like the skateboards. Here are the 2 big skateboards that were shipped, pretty much the ones that you can find easily. These are the Project 8 decks that were shipped with the special editions. With the American copy, the one below, they had an Xbox and a PS2 copy. So you could get it in 2 variants. I have the PlayStation 2 variant, and it comes with the game and the deck. With the one above it, the black deck was only sold, as far as I know, in Europe, and it did not come with the deck. So you would only get the board. So if you wanted to get a Project 8 board, but not the game, you can do that. I had to get mine shipped from Europe, and it took a long time to get here, honestly. But I like that deck way more than the American one. The ink blot one just doesn't do it for me. I love the black one. It's really cool looking. A lot better than the other one. I don't even know if that's in the game. I can't recall off the top of my head. But yeah, it's such a cool deck. You can see it's just like Skateboard Deluxe. It's like, you want to buy a skateboard in a box? You can do that. You can totally do that. Really silly. I don't know why they did that without the game. Here's some stand-up for the skate parks promo kind of boards. The games were releasing at the same time of these events, so they kind of sponsored them. Here's the Proving Ground copy. Krad doesn't really count these as official Tony Hawk merchandise. It says Tony Hawk on it, so it's definitely official. You should tell I'm wrong. Here's a Pro Skater HD Presents variant. These are all different years, obviously. 2012. The other one I don't think had a year on it. Here is the Tony Hawk Shred variant. Pretty cool. I like this one. I think that one's my favorite. It just looks cool. I love the orange. 2010. So, yeah. Those are the only standout. I think those are the only ones that have it. Here is the elusive 3 decks that are so rare. They're just so stupidly rare. Pro Skater HD, which was on a Twitter scavenger hunt that Tony Hawk put on. And Pro Skater 5 deck was a GameStop pre-order sweepstakes. So if you pre-ordered it and you got picked, you get the deck. And the American Wasteland one, there's several ways you can get this. If you were a developer at the time, you would have one. I believe they did some kind of contest, and I think they they gave some away, essentially. So if you were a developer, you would get one. If you entered a contest, you'd get one. I got mine off eBay sealed. Oh, thank the freaking Lord, tell you what. It's beautiful. All three of these decks are beautiful. The HD one is sealed. The Pro Skater 5 one is not sealed. I don't know if it came sealed originally, but that Pro Skater 5 one is really rare. It's stupid rare. All three of these are rare. Out of all of them that aren't rare, it's the American Wasteland one is probably the least rare, because it's pretty well known. But those three decks I love to pieces, man. And I think the next part is the big reveal, I believe. Yeah, here it is. This is the Tony Hawk's Underground 2 Xbox, the Xbox that a lot of people know about that was given out in contest. My Xbox in particular was part of a different contest. Originally, you see that the 10 Xboxes that are out there, only 10 exist. My Xbox is from a different contest during the launch of Underground 2 that the person I bought this from said that there was only 3 made, which I believe, because on the bottom of it, as you'll see in a second, it says 3 of 3. And it has a different stencil style on it. So I bought this directly from the contest winner themselves. They modded this Xbox. I kind of like the way they modded it. It's kind of nice. I kind of like having a modded Xbox. I never had one before. Since it's just going to be a shelf piece, it doesn't really matter anyway. But this was part of the Thug 2 launch. On the back here, you'll see the artist was Zang, and it's 3 out of 3, and it was 4/10/2004, which was the launch of Thug 2. So, I do have the Xbox. Don't you worry. I'm so glad I have the Xbox. I'll buy another one in a heartbeat. And that's it. I encourage you all to join the Pro Skater X community at THPSX.com if you are interested in Pro Skater related things. And if you're interested in me, go ahead and follow me on social media, Twitch at TylerLasagna, Twitter Tyler Baloney, Discord TylerLasagna, and subscribe if you guys want to see more Pro Skater content. I have a crap ton of it. So yeah, take it easy, guys.